Did you know that 1 million Venezuelan bolivars are equivalent to $1? That is absolutely insane, and that is a prime real-life example of hyperinflation. Venezuela has been in a state of hyperinflation for some time now, and it is a shocking scenario over there. People are homeless, starving. Did you also know that the minimum wage in Venezuela is, have a guess, I'll give you a second. It's $2, not per day, not per month. Well, sorry, not per week, per month. $2 per month. That is absolutely insane. Can you imagine living off $2 per month? What are the people going to do? It hasn't always been this way. Venezuela, many years ago, used to be a flourishing country. They used to have a flourishing economy. They actually have one of the highest oil reserves in the entire world. It's untapped, however, and I won't get into it into too much detail, but essentially what happened is a previous government was able to manage the oil extraction very, very well, and they're essentially giving out a lot of really juicy government incentives and kind of like handouts essentially to the people. They got used to this, and then with a new government, a bit of a tyranny as I like to call it, came into power. They mismanaged the extraction of the oil, invested in different areas, and essentially made it too difficult to extract the oil, and the economy really suffered as a consequence of this. They weren't used to not getting these handouts, which were now getting cut. So the people suffered, and it became a real situation where 99.9% of the power and the money went to the government. And there's now extreme poverty in the country. It is a shocking situation. This is a really great use case for cryptocurrency, blockchain, and Bitcoin to create a fairer economy. However, now what is happening is the Venezuelan government has banned Coinbase. There are different exchanges, as far as I'm aware of, where Venezuelan citizens can use the internet freely to buy Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency online. However, Coinbase is one of the most trusted and biggest third-party apps to buy Bitcoin from. They are quite expensive, and they are not my favorite go-to. They used to be, but I do use different exchanges now. But it's more to the fact that it's just crazy. You know, the government sees the power in Bitcoin. They see the ability that Bitcoin has to change societies for the better and just create a fairer world for their people. But they don't want it. The governments of Venezuela want to remain in power, and they don't like the fact that their citizens can freely use their money or make money online and then invest that money into cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. So they are slowly but surely banning their citizens' access to these third-party exchanges and banning the ability for them to invest in cryptocurrency. So let's have a look here. As we can see, Venezuela blocks access to Coinbase and remittance service Mercadollar. This was on September the 9th, 2020. I appreciate this news is a little bit late. However, if you're one of these people who's really funny about that stuff, then you don't need to watch this video, so just click away now. All right, I'm simply bringing you my opinion, so just take it in or leave it. All right, so as we can see here, a digital rights advocacy group in Venezuela said its government has blocked user access to 2 currency exchange platforms. Okay, so we won't read through every little detail here, but just the main points. According to Venezuela intelligence, President Nicolas Maduro's government is denying its citizens access from using crypto exchange Coinbase and fiat remittance platform Mercadollar. Intelligence said the move, discovered late Tuesday, has no clear outcome or objective, but that internet service providers have been part of the move to block access. So obviously what's happening here is the government here, so Nicolas Maduro is going around to local internet service providers and basically saying, look, we want to block people's ability to access Coinbase as well as several other fiat services as well. So if we scroll down and have a little bit of a further look, on August 28th, Venezuelan ISPs blocked access to 2 major virtual private networks, TunnelBear and Siphon. Okay, so on top of that, TunnelBear, you can actually access that from your phone. So I'm assuming a lot of Venezuelans would have their phone and they would have VPNs on their phone, so they could then be able to access Coinbase even through a VPN. But no, they can't even do that. They can't even access Coinbase through a VPN now because TunnelBear and Siphon have been blocked. I mean, I'm hoping that they've got some more VPNs that they can potentially use to access these third-party crypto services, but it's not looking great. Political tensions are beginning to boil over as the country's opposition leader and self-proclaimed interim president, Juan Guaido, announced a unitary pact. So if we just click onto that and we have a look at what a unitary pact is exactly, we can just agree with this. Okay. Caracas. Venezuelan opposition leader Juan Guaido on Monday announced a unitary pact supported by a coalition of parties calling for increased international pressure on President Nicolas Maduro as the country heads toward a congressional election in December. All right, so big moment for the people there. See what the outcome of that is. And if we just go back and have a look here, some more issues down here. So look, there's plenty of good issues, guys. So if you are into cryptocurrency blogs and you're not signed up to Coindesk.com, make sure you do check them out. I'll leave a link to this article here. There's another one here from Belarus nonprofit helps protesters with Bitcoin grants. So look, on the contrary, there are great things happening in and around Europe and many other places of the world, all right? But this is just a classic example of a country that is threatened by their people, threatened by the ability that blockchain, Bitcoin has to give power back to the people over time and essentially perhaps overthrow government at the end of the day. It could be a real possibility. And then you've got something like this on the other side, where in Belarus, an Eastern European country, a non-profit helps protesters with Bitcoin grants. And that is absolutely fantastic to see there. And yeah, it's essentially two sides to every coin. Really big thanks to Sebastian Sinclair from Coindesk.com for bringing us that really nice little blog there. What do you make of this blog? Let me know in the comments section below. How much do you know about Venezuela? What do you think about the situation there? Do you think it's fair that the Venezuelan government is blocking, or slowly or progressively blocking, its citizens' rightful access to VPN services and to access cryptocurrency exchanges and third-party services to buy cryptocurrency? I mean, depending on what country, where are you from? Are you from the States? Are you from Australia? Are you from somewhere in Europe? Maybe the Middle East? Tell me where you're from, maybe somewhere in Asia. Do you have access to crypto? Do you have access to VPN services? If you don't, let me know. If you do, then let me know. And if you do, and all of a sudden your government took that power away from you, how would you feel? I know for sure that here in the UK, if the UK government turned around and said, look, no, we're blocking access to your VPN, we're blocking access to this cryptocurrency service, I think you're pretty certain of how I would react. I'd probably get up and leave the country, all right? I just think that is just taking people's rights away. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. And this is the fight that we need to stand for in cryptocurrency. So make sure you do your bit for crypto today. Go out, tell a friend about crypto, spread the word, spread the love, spread the messages that you do here in these blogs, because I do speak from the bottom of my heart, and it's a really sad situation already that has been going on in Venezuela for some time now, and this is just another little nail in the coffin. So I really do hope that the election at the end of this year goes well, and perhaps there is a positive change for Venezuela, and I hope that their ability to use VPN services and to buy cryptocurrency does open back up. And for those of you out there thinking that, oh no, this is a weakness for Bitcoin because what's going to happen if all governments start doing this? Let me tell you something right now that I may have said before, but I want to be really, really clear about this. Any government that is anti-blockchain, any government that is anti-crypto or anti-Bitcoin today, and is slowing down their own economy and their own country's ability to invest in the future, they are shooting themselves in the foot, unfortunately, for their citizens and definitely their own government. It may seem like they are retaining the power from their citizens in the short term by doing these selfish acts, these cruel acts, these inhumane acts, but in the next 5 to 10 years, when Bitcoin further ingrains itself as the true digital gold, as the true decentralized global reserve currency, the countries that are more pro-Bitcoin, pro-blockchain, they are going to be the countries leading the way. Countries like China, countries like Europe, UK even, maybe even Australia, the US falling behind a little bit, but they're catching up slowly with their regulation. These countries are going to be leading the way. The countries that have the most Bitcoin are going to be the winners in the end. So that's just how it goes. That's my opinion. So Venezuela, sort your stuff out. Be fair to your citizens, because at the end of the day, you're only shooting yourselves in the foot. There's going to be a breakout, there's going to be war, there's going to be pain, misery, and it's just long. So if you enjoyed the video today, folks, make sure you do like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and make sure you comment on the video as well. Hope you enjoyed the video today, folks, and peace out until next time. Have a great day.